Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages for the cards that come out in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining me, for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come through, what messages come out with the cards that do come through in this reading for you. So the first card we have is the Nine of Swords and it's in the reverse. We do have some air sign energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Gemini or even a Libra. We have the King of Cups. And we've got the Lovers. And with the Lovers card showing up over here, we've got more Gemini energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. And with the Strength card, we do have Leo energy. So you could also be dealing with a Leo. So with the Strength card showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like an energy of being able to get through difficult times. But I also feel that with the Strength card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to actually learn from being able to get through difficult times. This does feel like an energy of being very strong in a situation and being able to have a very strong connection as well when it comes to a connection with someone. But being able to be strong enough to withstand difficult times in a connection, and I feel like that's because of your resilience. I do feel like with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, this person is someone who I do feel like they may have been in a difficult space, especially mentally and even potentially emotionally. But with this card showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of someone being able to experience the lightening of that load on themselves, being able to really come out of what could have been a depressive time for this person. But this does feel like an energy of being able to experience, being able to actually get out of that space, being able to actually see little steps towards being able to get out of a place that feels kind of dark for this person. I do feel like with this card in the reverse, this feels like a good sign and also a good energy that this person is in. When it comes to the way they feel about you, I do feel like your connection could actually be something that is a reason for them to be able to get out of that place. And I do feel like with this Nine of Swords in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of being able to experience this ability to kind of relax and not over stress or over worry about a situation because of fear. With it in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being more so open to the possibilities of being able to be able to move forward and move out of a place of kind of overthinking. I do feel like with the King of Cups showing up over here, this feels like a very loving energy. This also feels like a very emotionally mature energy. And when it comes to the way that you feel about this person or the way that you are coming across in this connection, I do feel like there's a lot of strength in this connection and even in the way that you're handling things with this person. I do feel like when it comes to this King of Cups, this also feels like a very loving energy. I feel like you could have very genuine and deep feelings for this person. And with this King of Cups, this also feels like an energy of being able to be able to control things in a way that's very mature when it comes to your feelings and even just the way in which you're handling things and the unfolding of this connection with this person. I do feel like it's what this person needs. And with the Lovers card showing up over here, I do feel like you have a very deep connection. And with the Lovers card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to recognize that depth in this connection. It does feel like having a connection that feels like one that is like twin flame or soulmate kind of a connection, and being able to see that in this connection with this person. I do feel like there's a lot that this person appreciates about you. And I also feel like with the Strength card, this also is a very empathetic and patient energy. Do you feel like also being able to have all of those qualities and also this caringness that the Strength card also resembles? This does feel like something this person really appreciates, and I do feel like it makes them feel even more connected to you. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have a Six of Cups and we have the Three of Pentacles. And we have the Hermit in the reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Chariot card. We do have some Virgo energy with this Hermit card, and we also have some Cancer energy with the Chariot. So it could also be dealing with a Virgo or even a Cancer. So with the Chariot card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience what feels like forward movements in this connection. I do feel like also travel and the forward movement looking like travel in this connection also being a possibility. But with the Chariot card showing up over here, this also feels like a pretty determined energy to be able to have progress and be able to grow in this connection. And do feel like with the Strength card showing up over here, feels like being able to grow through any kind of adversities or any kind of difficult times in this connection that you may experience and be able to kind of endure or get past. I do feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of not having anything that is in your path stopping you or slowing you down. This does feel like an energy of being able to move forward in spite of what comes up. I do feel like you have a strong connection over here. I also feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, this does feel like being able to work quite well with someone. I do feel like there's a lot of I do feel like there's an energy of being on the same page when it comes to the goal of this connection and the goal of where things are headed. Do you feel like with the Six of Cups showing up over here, this feels like a loving energy. It also feels like an energy of kind of being in a space where somebody is very reflective. And I do feel like there's a lot of appreciation upon being able to reflect on this connection with you. Do you feel like there's a sense of also kind of feeling a bit nostalgic for past times that this person may actually be kind of lingering on and reflecting on with a connection with you, and also viewing that in a good light? So do you feel like it's like thinking back and reflecting back in a nostalgic way but with fond memories? And do you feel like this is how this person feels about you? There could have been an experience or an encounter that this person is still hung up on. And do you feel like it's putting them in a positive space? I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to work together within a connection with someone. Feels like being on the same team and kind of being able to make something work between the two of you. And I do feel like you have a strong connection. I also feel like you have a strong connection when it comes to being able to work together. This feels like cooperation, and it does also feel like when it comes to all of these feelings that this King of Cups is representing, and the devotional energy, the loving energy. And I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles, it feels like an energy of being on the same page when it comes to the goals to do with that. I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of being able to recognize someone as standing out from the rest. It's like there is something about this person that does it for you. And I do feel like it is something that makes this person kind of as someone who's admirable, but also feel like it strengthens your feelings and this connection with them. There's something about this person. I do feel like with the Hermit in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of wanting to be able to kind of be able to make contact, be able to get into contact. I do feel like with the Hermit card in the reverse, this feels like an energy of feeling like there's not enough quality time, or kind of wanting to be able to have an opportunity for being able to spend more time with you. I do feel like with this card in the reverse, it also feels like an energy of kind of being a bit lonely when it comes to being too much on their own or being isolated. So I do feel like with the Lovers card showing up over here, it feels like an energy of this person kind of missing you, wanting to be able to be with their other half, being able to be with somebody who they enjoy his company. And I do feel like with the Lovers card, this does feel like an energy of being able to really value this connection for the companionship that it offers. I do feel like there's something special here with the Lovers card also showing up. I'm going to clarify these cards. We've got the Honeymoon card. And we have Retreat. And we have Trust. So this Honeymoon card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being optimistic about the future and kind of being in a space where there is a desire for being able to spend more time with you is what I am getting with this Honeymoon card and this Hermit card in the reverse. I do feel like there could be a desire for being able to make plans for a trip or a vacation or something that's going to mean being able to spend time with you in an enjoyable and pleasurable environment or space and way. I do feel like with the Honeymoon card showing up over here, this also feels like when it comes to the Six of Cups showing up over here, and it's the energy of someone kind of reflecting on things and the past and even where you've been in this connection. This feels like also kind of thinking back onto the good times or the honeymoon stage of a connection. But I do feel like there's a sense of actually really enjoying that and wanting to be able to experience that and kind of wanting to be able to have that go on in this connection. This does feel like an energy of also kind of entering into a honeymoon stage and being able to get to that place with this person. But this does feel like an energy of wanting to be able to have those blissful moments in this connection with you. I do feel like with the retreat card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who may have actually taken some time out or may have kind of taken a step back in this connection. I do feel like this person's reaching out. This person is missing you. This person is also remembering you with that Three of Pentacles in a way that's like you are holding this person's attention. And I do feel like with this retreat card showing up over here, this does also feel like an energy of kind of being in a space where this person is focused on, it's like they're focused on you. It's like something that is almost kind of distracting them from everyday mundane tasks and even life. I do feel like with the retreat card showing up over here, it does feel like that energy of wanting to be able to take some time out, be able to get to spend time with you. I do feel like with the trust card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of you could have experienced a lot of moments in this connection. It could even be what feels like a lot of emotional ups and downs in this connection. But with the strength card showing up over here, it's a strong connection. I also feel like it is a connection between two very strong individuals. I do feel like when it comes to being in a space where through thick or thin, there's the sense of being able to have this person be there, or this person recognizing that you are the one who's always been there. There's some kind of trust that is also very strong in this connection because of that. And I do feel like with this trust card showing up over here, this does feel like a connection that you can trust with this person. I do feel like this person is someone who's not going to let you down with the Lovers card showing up over here too. I do feel like there is a very strong connection between the two of you. And I do feel like even in spite of what you go through, there's this ability to come back. And I do feel like it's for a reason. And I do feel like with the Lovers card showing up over here, it feels like it's for a reason as far as having a very strong connection with the person that you're meant to go through all of these experiences with. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.